Everything's inverted. Can you guys hear us? Let us know if you hear us. Can you hear us? Hello. Testing, testing. We got microphone problems. Here we go with this stuff. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what. Hello, hello. Can you hear us? We here. Where are you? We're here. Where are you? We're here. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Major Tom?
They can hear us. They say yes.
They say yes. They can hear it.
How many people can hear us?
Everything's good? Are you sure you can hear us? Yes. It's soft, right? Because I can't get the microphone going here. Wow. Always something with the YouTubers, I'm telling you. It's like they're trying to keep me off of the YouTubers.
We're good.
Anybody here? Anybody here? Hello, hello. You got to speak up, Stacy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Sounds good. Yay, yo, ho, a bottle of rum. All right. And loud.
Good.
Well, I'm loud. All right. Again, we are at the friend's house using their internet. Thank you, friends, for letting us use our internet.
And their mugs, too.
And I see there's still Americans watching. Jake and Christy. Hi, Jake and Christy. All right. Hopefully the sheep are doing good and appreciate you guys taking care of them. And tonight we're going to talk about some of the rumors are about us that are floating around, and we want to confirm them and explain what is going on, because everybody likes a good rumor story. All right. Question for you. I really wanted to get the
Berkey.
They don't make that filter, so just get a zero filter or some other filter. It's not the world's greatest, bestest, most gotta have filter system.
But the one that took over Berkey is called Bordeaux, I think. And it looks just like it. You can look into that one. Yeah, there's zero filters. You know, there's other ones out there. And then I also had heard, I think for the filters, if you do have a Berkey, it's not like perfectly perfect, but it still works very good. I think Dothan, correct me if I'm wrong, D-O-T-H-A-N, the Dothan filters might be pretty good too.
Yeah, if you're behind the times, Berkey filters got attacked by the U.S. government and basically put them out of business. I did a video about it. You can go track that video down. I tried to warn you guys to get all the filters you can get your hands on, like I did.
Yeah, Bordeaux, that's right. Thank you.
And so now they're really hard to get.
Out of Colorado, Bordeaux.
And it's just kind of a big scene with the Berkey system. The volume is low, so please speak up. All right, we got our volume up on high. Let's try the microphone settings.
Everyone says they can hear. I think we're good, aren't we?
Microphone access is on. All right, I mean, I've done all I can do. I'm not sure why YouTubers aren't picking up the Yeti microphone.
But everyone can hear okay.
Everyone says I can hear you loud and clear. We hear you fine. Don't listen to those complainers. Turn your hearing aid up. That's sad but true, but that's becoming our demographics. We've been doing this for 13 years. Excuse me. We started in our mid 40s, late 40s. Now we're in our 50s and she's in her 60s. Oh my goodness, y'all. Stacy's about to have a birthday in a couple weeks.
No, more than that. January.
Couple weeks, man. Goes by fast.
Yeah, December the 1st, guys.
I'm hard of hearing and I hear you fine.
So spell the replacement water filter for Berkey.
There's no replacement. Is a water filter?
Water filter. I think it's D-O-T-H-A-N. D like in dog. Dothan. But correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what I saw.
Y'all, we are under winter weather.
Woo, we have like a foot of snow.
Foot of snow yesterday, now 2 inches today. It's supposed to be snow tomorrow.
It's still snowing now.
No, snowing now.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's a
snow
pain.
Too. Except for it was weird. We got so much sno and so much wet that when you were looking at it, because I love
and they're spraying the skies like crazy. That's what causes all this crazy weather.
It looked like, if you've ever seen the glaciers, if you've been in Alaska or anything, and how blue they are, that's what our snow looks like.
Yeah, when you look deep into the snow, it has that blue tint.
Because there's so much water in it. Are we still going to be living in Missouri?
You got that right. All right, so we're going to get on this rumor situation about everybody. You know, the rumor going around is that Doug and Stacy moved from the homestead, and it is absolutely 100% correct. This is not where we live, by the way. This is a friend's house. We're using their internet. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Really helps the video get pushed out to everybody, especially the ones saying that they're not getting notifications. And we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on. And I just almost got finished with the fencing before the snowstorm hit. So I don't have any pictures or anything to show you now, but I will be doing some videos about it right quick. So we bought an abandoned homestead across town, just not too far away from the other place. So we're still, you know, hanging out with mom and doing all that stuff with mom, because many of you guys have been following us for a while, and you know mom's over there. And you know, everything's fine. And in 90 days, me, the Amish, and my good buddy here, who are in this house here, we built this house here for us to live in, not this one, but the one we're in. And we're officially moved in. The new people at the new homestead, they are there and loving every minute of it. They're getting used to all the systems and everything, and already slipped down the stairs, not the inside stairs, but the outside stairs. We did that a couple times. And, you know, everything is really going good. And we're just excited about sharing this new story with you guys, and, you know, showing you the upgrades and updates, and, you know, just kind of going on with this next chapter. Okay. December 11th is my 64th birthday. When is yours, Stacy? She's in January.
Oh, class of 80. Well, Wendy, that's cool. We are about the same age. Yes.
Yeah, you could report it all you want about the spraying, because nobody cares. It's part of the DOD, and it is part of all the programming that's going on with your, you know, body and your mind and the air, and, you know, destruction of plants and food matter, and, you know, blotting out the sun, which is healing for your body. And, you know, it's no joke. Okay. So I hope you guys are really paying attention to that. If you never really took care of yourself before, I would hope that you're really working extra hard at it now, because this stuff is just, it's so bad. It's bad for everything. Okay. So now we get back to the homestead switch up. Okay. So one of the things that I always, you know, has on my mind is about legacy for my kids. Okay. Especially my son, Dylan. And, you know, 11 acres, you know, 10 point whatever acres it was, you can really do a lot of homesteading and living on that 10 acres. I mean, we did it. You guys saw it. We showed it to you guys. We grew 90% of our own food. I can't say that right now. And we harvested our own water, and, you know, started off very basic. I mean, we didn't really advance that much, but our systems got better. Okay. And so what I wanted to do is try to get more land. Okay. For a lot of reasons. You fall under different categories when you have more land. You can hunt and do more things on your land without getting permission from Big Brother. And so an opportunity came up to get an 80-acre parcel across town with an abandoned homestead on it. And we just were able to work it out. Okay. And I'm gonna have a build video. I'm gonna put everything into one video for you guys to watch, on how we attacked this area, and how we built our new place, and, you know, where we're at now. And then from there we'll move forward. Okay, because I still got to hang gates for the sheep. The new people at the old homestead are taking care of the sheep for me. I do appreciate it. And, you know, we'll show you all the things that we changed, and, you know, show you how we're going to be setting up new. This place has natural springs, an artesian well. It has caves, cliffs.
Yeah.
The terrain is beautiful. It just is so awesome. Okay. And, you know, it's just something that just worked out, and we're just so blessed, you know, to be able to do it. Okay. So we are going to share everything with you guys, and, you know,
and things that we've learned, and things that we have done. Yeah. I mean, like, because we are still off grid on the property where it is. So
100% off grid. Yeah. The house has 0 outlets in it. I don't even want solar power this time, to be honest with you. So we're going to show you how we're going to tackle the refrigerator and stuff, and you guys will be amazed by that. We got a new wood cook stove. That's probably the most efficient wood cook stove we've ever had. I'm going to show you a video of that and the people that make them. And we're going to take it off from there. And then you guys are going to see us as we prepare and get ready for spring, how we start planting, our new little greenhouse, which we don't have yet. And then all.
We're having a greenhouse?
We don't have a greenhouse.
No, you mean over the raised beds?
No, I'm talking about the new greenhouse. You got to have a little greenhouse to start your seeds and do all your little business in there.
Little one.
Yeah. So
everything, and see, that's the other thing too. You know, you also look, we talk about aging in place too. So there's certain things that we're changing, because a lot of you always ask about that. So everything we're doing, we're still being off grid. Everything is the same, but we're just kind of, what do we want to say? Updating things.
That's it. You just live from your experiences, you learn, and then you're supposed to try to implement that and make everything a little bit better, right? And yes, I'm still selling firewood. As a matter of fact, selling like hotcakes right now. And you know, we're just trying to live our best life, y'all. Even though the government's out of control, everything is so crazy, and every little thing that they do is to keep you dull and depressed and unmotivated, and lethargic, and keep your mind frozen. And so that's why we try to show you guys and share our health journey, and all the things that we do naturally and everything else. So that's really going to be coming up. Stacy's going to be doing a lot more videos coming up, and it's going to be really good stuff.
Yes, we're on one floor. It's all one floor.
Yeah, it's all one floor. And that was another thing. We didn't even have a room for the grandkids if they came over. So now at least we have like a little spare bedroom that they can get into and everything. And there's actually like another little cottage on this place that I can fix up and make it like, a place for mom if she needs to get really bad or needs us, or just to have as a little place for somebody to crash out if they're, don't want to stay in the bedroom or whatever, if a little family visits or something like that. All right. So one of the things somebody's asking about buying land, what to look for. I don't have a greenhouse in the raised bed area. We moved. Everything stayed with the old house. These folks got a turnkey property, and they got everything there. See, at the conference, you said the university was going to come to the homestead after the 2026 conference. Are you still planning to do that now that you moved? University.offgridwithdougandstacy.com. We can talk about that. I don't have a problem with that for the university students. And so just keep that in my mind so we can talk about that, especially as we get closer to the Homesteading Life Conference.com, which will be coming up in May. And we got great speakers lined up, and everything's really good. It's going to be this year is going to be really jamming for the Homesteading Life Conference. So make sure you get your tickets. All the kids are free. We have camping spots available. Lots of children activities, bounce houses, the whole nine. Now, the only problem, no, we don't need to upgrade our Airstream. The only problem that we do have, though, is that this place does not have internet. Like we're in the holler.
We are like we really get. We have. It's actually kind of nice. We have nothing. Yeah, we have nothing.
We are in the holler, and we do not get a signal down there at all.
No.
Okay. So I'm working on that, trying to get that figured out. And if I don't, I'll just have to make videos like back in the old days, and then go somewhere and upload them as many as I can. I won't be getting any Starlink. Okay. I'm not on the Elon Musk choo-choo train. How can I sit here, y'all? How can you guys sit here and know that he's in on this stuff, MK Ultra and all that stuff? His grandfather was into techno tyranny. There's a new survey out that says 47% of Americans trust AI more than they trust the government. Okay. So, how could I possibly go get some Starlink? Right? That is not in my cards. Okay. I use a little family business that handles our internet, and I just have to figure out how I can get this all put together. And if I can't, I'll figure it out. We'll be back in Boone in the North Carolina mountains probably this month, because my son's about to have his first child. And so we are going to be going to see our new granddaughter, which is very exciting. All right. And did you guys know, I mean, you can go look this up, but most of the internet comes from a cable that's buried in the ocean. I mean, I know they got you all hyped up on thinking that everything comes from satellites and in the sky, but you can Google search it. Most of the internet's carried through cables in the ocean, all hidden so you can't see them. All right. So what do you do with our 2-year-old compost poop? You pour it on your stuff. You pour it on your garden. You pour it around your shrubs. If you're nervous about it, you pour it around your unedible plants. Now, it's a compost.
Unless, like, if you're taking heavy, like pharmaceuticals, I wouldn't use it on things that you're
going to eat.
Yeah. But if you're going to put it around, you know, your shrubs and things that you're not going to eat, then yeah, it's just wonderful compost.
Yes, flat 1, 2, 3, 4. I can definitely use the internet at the storefront. By the way, we are going to have a storefront for the Missouri Tea Company coming up. And maybe if you guys are in the area or something, you guys can check it out. And that'll be good stuff. So that's it. So what can I tell you about the homestead down here so far? Okay. It has a nice creek that runs through it. We just got through finished. Noah came over. We've been out there fencing for a week solid, and we got the fence all put up.
Just in time for the big snow. I mean, it got so freezing cold. So the timing is perfect.
Oh, Noah, 4 years old, still going at it pretty strong.
Yeah, he was down. I went out there. He's down on his knees, and he's helping he was just showing this little boy that was helping too how to stretch it and do this. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he just had like major surgery done.
Yeah. So he's a good old boy. We've been out there doing it, and we got everything stretched and put up. Now I got to just do some clipping and then hang my gates, and then I'll be fetching my sheep so I can get our new residents over there a break, because they just kind of been taking care of my stuff and trying to enjoy their stuff. They got goats too. I don't want them, my sheep, getting intermingled with them goats and learning bad habits. All right, so here's a link right here to the shop tab. You guys can check that out. We have new herbal teas and new chocolate tea. And tell them about the nettle tea.
About our new nettle tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, nettle tea is good for urinary health. It's probably the highest. It's very a nutritive tea. It's probably one of the highest. So it's just really good for you.
A what tea?
Nutritive.
Nutritive? What's that mean?
It's just filled with nutrition. Lots of good vitamins and minerals. It's really great.
Why would somebody drink it?
Because it's just good. I mean, it's giving you health and life, and it's wonderful. But
stinging
nettle, urinary health, it's just really very, very good for. So if you suffer possibly from urinary tract infections or prostate, need a little push for your prostate, it's good for all that. It's very dark green. It has kind of an earthy flavor. It's good. And one thing I want you guys to realize, sometimes when you drink some of these teas and you're like, ooh, sometimes your body says, I need that, you know, when you're drinking it. And sometimes if you'll drink a tea that you were drinking for a while and you like it, and then it just kind of tastes okay, it might just because your body's saying, I've had enough of that and I'm ready to try a different one. That's why I think teas, herbal teas especially, are so powerful, because it's a great way to help your body in different ways, because different teas do different things. Like I've been drinking a lot of cold hibiscus tea. You know, it's very, you know, we have the wood stove on. It does help dry out the air a little bit. You know, we put a pot of water on our stove to help with that. But, you know, the hibiscus tea is very hydrating. It's good for the skin. It's great for your blood vessels. It's great for your heart, circulatory system, blood pressure. And I love it cold. So that's just something, a nice, refreshing tea that I like to drink. So like a lot of people who are wanting to get off drinking caffeinated, like black tea, just iced tea all the time, you know, over time. And I know quite a few people, I can't tell you, probably at least 5 or 6 people that are friends of mine from many years that I know over the years, they have a lot of issues with aches and pains and arthritis and things like that. And they do drink a lot of tea, like regular black tea, like black sweetened tea all the time. Remember, it's a diuretic, you know, and from chronic dehydration, a lot of this inflammation can come about. So if you want to make a change, maybe try a different type of tea and see if that helps. And just kind of change it up a little bit. Maybe go with an herbal tea, or even like Doug loves the chocolate tea. The chocolate tea might be a good thing too. And
yeah, we have a new chocolate tea with orange and cinnamon. Yeah. It is so good, and the smell is off the chain. Is dried comfrey safe as tea in small amounts?
Did she?
That's funny. We just had that question posed to us on our email, and we answered it.
Well, just know. So I want you guys to do your research, because we're not doctors or anything like that.
No.
Comfrey, generally, most people use comfrey topically. you know, dried comfrey, a lot of people use it in capsules. There is a product called Bone and Tissue Formula by Dr. Christopher, and it does have comfrey in it. So when I would use comfrey would be when it was necessary, like if I would be doing it as a tea or doing it in a capsule or something like that. So like when Doug broke his ribs, or if someone broke their neck, or you broke your arm, or you had some major trauma and you were swollen and, you know, had major sprains and strains and you were trying to heal, you know, your body, that's when I would do the comfrey. I would not use comfrey. This is me personally, do your research on it, all the time. You know, it would only be for if I needed it for what I was going to use it for. They used to call it bone knit. So comfrey is excellent for anything topically, or if you're needing it for that issue. And that's just me.
Somebody asked where to get that chocolate tea. I'm leaving the link for you guys, or just type up in another bar up on your search engine there while you're watching us, the MissouriTeaCompany.com. And it is so good.
So Michelle,
I know you guys have been missing some videos and stuff, but we got rid of the horses some time ago.
Someone was asking how to make hibiscus tea. You know what I do? The hibiscus tea is really potent. And if you have kids, it looks totally cool. I'll just pour cold water. Like I put it in like a tea diffuser, stick it in, you know, a jar, and then I'll pour ice cold water over it, and you just let it sit, hang out, and you can start to see the red kind of, it looks like clouds. It looks really cool. And then that way I'll just let it steep for an hour or so, and then you can just pour it over ice, serve it with some oranges or something like that. You can do that. Or you could just put it in, you know, like a tea bag, if you have any of those tea bags that we need to be getting soon too.
Soon I'm working on it.
Diffuser.
Plus we found 50 more copper mugs. So if you guys wanted to get a copper mug, there's the link right there. And the longer you leave your water setting in it, the better. Usually just overnight is fine.
That's fine.
When you wake up in the morning, it helps you with your digestion. It helps clear your urinary tract. It just does everything like that. So, I mean, I could go and start reading all the things that it does. You want me to read
I didn't finish what I was saying about
I'm sorry.
So the you can put it, you know, in your diffuser or your tea bag overnight in the refrigerator, and in the morning just take the tea bag out, and then you'll have, you know, the hibiscus tea. You don't even have to heat it or anything. So that was just called a cold infusion, and then that way you'll get all the wonderful benefits of it from that.
Well, where did it go? It just poofed off of the off-grid with Doug and Stacy General
Maybe
Store.
I did it.
Here we go to the Missouri Tea Company.
It's right there.
Scroll down at the MissouriTeaCompany.com, and it's underneath the candles. There's the pearl powder, herbal stitches, and drinkware, the 100% copper mug with 50% tariffs on it. Thank you, Donald Trump. Yes, I sell lamps, and we're about to have a bunch of them. We matcha tea. We have matcha tea at the Missouri Tea Company. It's what do they call that? Ceremonial matcha, and it's very good, clean, and pure. So if you want to get some matcha tea, the MissouriTeaCompany.com is the place for you. Is it best to drink water from the copper mug on an empty stomach? Yes.
Yeah, you could do like the first thing in the morning. And then if you just do it, you know, if you want to do it throughout the day, or if you want to just use your copper mug, put it in at night, drink it in the morning, wipe it dry, you know, after you're done. And then, you know, drink your water. If you carry your bottle around with you or however, just do it like that. You don't have to necessarily drink your have your copper mug all the time, but you could just do it your first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Oh,
she burned her candle with her new son-in-law and her husband and daughter on Thanksgiving. Aww. And that helps purify your air, y'all. 100% beeswax candles with 100% cotton wicks, no additives, no soy, no stinky smells. It actually helps your health. Even people that have troubles breathing and all that stuff. Here's I used your herbal stitches. Used it on a bad cut I got processing chickens, and it is amazing stuff, if I do say so myself.
So Crabman says solar is a superconductor. That's why Douglas don't like it.
I doesn't like it. I don't like it. But I mean, you know, it has its benefits. You know, it provides you with a little bit of power. Behind every solar system, though, is a good generator. And Jake has a good generator. I left him the big 5,000 Honda generator. I think that thing, well, it was very expensive. Beeswax is the best wax. How do you love for all your carry some awesome candle holders? I would love for y'all to carry some awesome candle holders. So that's a good idea.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Mary. And I have some good ideas.
What are your ideas?
Well, a lot of times we even have these little tapers, and there's these little made out of wrought iron that you hang in a mason jar, and you can put your candles in there so they reflect more. And if you have any mess, they'll go inside of the jar, and they're really cute.
Joseph, that's a little far, but if you know, if you talk the right talk and you have a good trailer and you know you're going to be good stewards, just email me at offgridwithdougandstacy.com or at gmail.com, offgridwithdougandstacy@gmail.com, or you can hit the contact us page on our offgridwithdougandstacy.com page, and then just leave a message and then put in there that I'm interested in lambs in the subject line, so I'll see it, because we get a lot of emails. No, but herbal stitches won't draw. It's not a drawer, it's a healer. But if you get the bentonite clay from Redmond's with our link that saves you money, that'll pull it out. That is a great drawer.
I just, you know, it's a powder, the clay, bentonite clay, and then when you add water to it, it's always 2 parts water to 1 part clay. And then you put that on. If you have a splinter in your finger, I just put a big blob on there. You can put a Band-Aid over it. And then in the morning, a lot of times you can kind of see it. You can get a tweezers and pull it right out, because sometimes you get a really deep one. Sometimes it might take a couple days, but it will come out, some of these really deep ones that you don't want to like dig into your hand, and it will pull it out.
I called some people on Thanksgiving too. I was so unexpectedly to hear from you, Doug, on Thanksgiving after texting you and wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving. I felt so special. I actually called a bunch of people that bought things from the Missouri Tea Company just to say thank you for all the love and support. And, you know, it was just kind of fun. I like doing that stuff. So if you see a weird 636 number pop up on your phone, it could be Doug.
It could be Doug.
And yeah, too much copper is a bad thing, but we're not talking about like liquid copper or some kind of ingestible type copper. We're just talking about copper from a mug, which is not going to be too much copper.
Just remember, we used to have copper pipes. Everyone had copper pipes.
We have copper pipes.
Yes, we do.
Yep. That was one of the things that I made sure that we did, was that we had copper pipes in the new place.
Okay, Shona,
and I made my copper shower again.
Stop. So Shona says, Swearingen, making new kombucha without an existing batch. Can I use store-bought kombucha for my starter amount?
We did a video on it.
I did, Shona, and if the only one that really will work, because most of them that you see are flavored, is you need to get the pure, P-U-R-E, the pure one from GT's kombucha.
GT, the Hindu.
GT's, and generally like Natural Grocers, Whole Foods, those are the places that have the pure one. And then you can use a bottle of that stuff, or half of the bottle, where you brew like a little tea. If you had like 2 cups of tea, put about, you know, 6 black tea bags in there, make it pretty strong, and then take the tea bags out after 10 minutes. And you may put like, you know, 1/4 of a cup of sugar in there. And then I would pour half, a lot of times I'll just pour the whole bottle in there, and then cover it with a cloth, a breathable cloth with a rubber band, and then just let it set a week or so, and you should have a beautiful SCOBY forming. And then that's what you can use. I've done it many, 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 many times.
If you want a copper mug, because we only have like probably 30 left, go to the MissouriTeaCompany.com. I just put the link up. See, my name's all highlighted. And just scroll down to the bottom of the page. It's underneath the pearl powder, and then you can get some.
Is it Michelle? The doctor for eye exercises. It's called the Bates, B-A-T-A-S, Bates Method, the Bates Method. There's a book. There's exercises. If you don't want to get the book, you can go online and find many lectures and exercises on the Bates Method. You can heal your eyes. Most problems people get, you get weak eye muscles because you have lots of eye muscles from looking at a screen, from staying inside, watching television. Your eyes get weak over time. And you guys know, like if your eyes feel tired and you blink your eyes a bunch of times like this, it'll feel clear. Sometimes you notice your eyes are better than others, different times of the day. It's just because of eye strain and wear and tear. So you can do exercises, because over time, just like your body, you know, you have overuse injuries, you have injuries that occur because one side is stronger than the other one. You have muscle imbalances. There's so many things that contribute. Your eyes are a bunch of muscles. So same things. People have problems with their hands. They have problems with their feet. Just think of yourself. It's sort of like a machine. You know, things are going to wear out. So you need to make sure everything is maintained properly. You can do exercise with your eyes. You can do exercise with your hands and your feet, which are crucial because we use our hands and feet for everything.
But you have to understand, y'all, they're messing with your eyes on purpose with computer screens, with the blue lights, with the LED lights they shoved you into and took away your option to buy regular incandescent lights. trying to explain to you. Everything they do is to keep you sick. Okay, they don't care about you. They think you're cattle. They just want to mug you out. I'm just trying to express that to you, y'all. The most capable hand is at the end of your wrist, and you have to take care of yourself. Big government, Trump, your doctor, none of them care. You're just a meal ticket. That's all we're trying to tell you guys. You have to be on your cues.
So Susie wants to know, can einkorn flour be substituted for spelt flour in some of the recipes in my book? You can. Spelt is, we were just talking about this past weekend. Spelt, you could use it for a lot of different things. Einkorn, maybe you might notice some things might be a little flatter, possibly. Maybe not as fluffy, and it depends on certain recipes, but it'll come out and it'll work fine for anything. So you can sub most any of these different flours and you'll be good.
Shauna Boatwright, if you got some pearl powder, you could take a little pinch of pearl powder on your finger like that, and then put a little thing of castor oil on the other, rub them together, and then rub that around your eyes, and that'll really help your eyes.
Not in your eyes.
Not in your eyes, around your eyes.
Yeah, it's very good. We've had lots of people testimonies. I'll testify about it. People that are close to us, lots of people have had help with cataracts, with floaters, with their eye vision getting better, lots of different things.
Clyde Rogers, we are back at shipping orders. We started yesterday. We were off for the holidays, and then we were waiting for pearl powder to get in and be tested. Don't forget, we do test third party our pearl powder. And then, so you should be having your email, in your email box with your tracking number. What do you think is the purpose for all the data centers? What do you think the purpose is?
From rural Missouri.
They're all over. They're tearing up the rural areas, and the purpose of data centers is to collect all your data and use you as a commodity and to pinpoint you down and boss you around. So if you guys just got here, the rumors about us moving off the homestead are true. We bought a new piece of property, an abandoned homestead. It has cliffs and springs and
a lot of deer.
What's the name of the well? Artesian well. So there's a lot of neat things going on there. You couldn't even imagine it's in the area that we live in. It was so unique. And so we'll be sharing a lot of that with you guys coming up. We totally gutted the place and built a whole new place in 90 days. Right. And I'm going to be sharing that with you guys coming up. And then we're going into spring and stuff. We're going to be showing you guys, and Stacy will be doing a lot more videos too. We'll be showing you guys what we're going to be doing as far as growing food, and my sheep will be over there in a minute because we just put up our fence. Campsites are still available for the spring conference, but you better get on it. We released a few more, so we got some more to do if you want to get spring camping spots at the conference, homesteadinglifeconference.com. Some folks just got some tickets today. It is limited seating, y'all, so hopefully you can make the trip out. We have a great time. The Amish will be there. We have great vendors, and it's just going to be good stuff.
And I got to get on that. We have to get everybody.
Yeah, I'll be working on the website coming up this month too. So come by the end of the month, it should be all fresh and good.
Go down, keep going.
That's it.
Oh, it says thanks Ron Copper Tips, setting them out tonight.
Yeah.
Are we taking our bees?
Yes, we are taking the bees. But now it got too cold. I want to wait till I got some kind of warm days, in the upper 40s or stuff. So we don't bounce them around and then they get cold and can't get back together. But we will be bringing them to the new place. The other place is already occupied. Some folks from Texas came up, their family. So it's kind of a real nice thing. We passed the baton, and then we have been, helping them along and stuff and getting them settled in, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah, they got a lot of snow.
Yeah, so we're still in Missouri. We're just right around the corner. That's it. What herbs are good for PCOS?
Polycystic ovarian syndrome. For that, honestly, you guys, there would just be a few things that I would do first. I would definitely change my water that I drink, and I would be drinking structured water. I would be making sure that I get outside and I have first morning sunlight, getting outside, going for a walk every morning, getting out afternoon sun, no matter what time of year it is. And then in the evening, getting outside, maybe going for a walk. I would cut out any type of sugars, any refined sugars. I would have a very low sugar type diet, eating lots of grass-fed meats and eggs, vegetables. I would do some fruit. I would do berries and apples. I wouldn't do a lot of high sugar fruits, and just be consistent with all of that and start to see what happens. And go from there. I think, doing a lot of times, things can help, but you got to address what was causing the problems in the first place. So I would change everything. Now we talk about tmhw.net, Tia Murphy Holistic Wellness. She does have the water structures, and you can go ahead and change that. And it's been really cool because where we are now, we have a water structure unit on our house. And it's interesting. It's so cool to see how it actually aerates the water. You can see the effervescence and the bubbles in the water as it's sitting in a jar. Like I made my hibiscus tea and you can see the bubbles in the water. When I make my Soleil, you can see the aeration and the bubbles in the water from it being the structure. My cells are absorbing, his cells are absorbing the water. And then that way our cells are feeling hydrated, our skin's hydrated. And we actually, you don't have to drink quite as much water too, because, you're actually hydrated and it's not just going through us. So water is a huge, huge component to a lot of this stuff. So those would be my first things. Cause I think, we talk about water, we talk about light. It's very, very powerful.
And we have officially moved already. They moved in on the 15th. So we've been at the new place already for 2 weeks. All right. What's the difference between the reverse osmosis and structured water units? Well, reverse osmosis is stripping the water clean with a rubber membrane or plastic membrane.
But it's just going to take everything out.
It takes everything out. The structure unit actually brings it back to life.
Yes.
So you actually, if you have a reverse osmosis, you want to have a structure unit.
So you reverse osmosis and then structure. So that if you had an in-house unit, you'd have the reverse osmosis, then have the structure unit, then it's going to come out of your tap. And then once you do that, you could add your minerals back into it.
It stays structured well after you do it, because as long as you talk nice to it and you drink it. What?
No, like if you put it in a container and left it there for many, many months, I would restructure it again if I had,
Turquoise is turquoise.
No, Campbell's soup.
Is your turquoise healthy?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be healthy? It's a stone. It's natural.
But linen sheets are.
Yeah.
Get yourself some good linen sheets. It's the only fabric that doesn't collect bacteria. It has a high frequency, 500 megahertz or whatever it is, of frequency protection. It heals you. Try to get into some linen, y'all. We don't like statins. Doctors push statins like candy, y'all. Have you ever heard of the Faith linens? No. We go to Quince, Quince, but you guys find out what you like and go to where you find it stuff. Yeah, straight spring water is very structured. No doubt about it. Yeah, you need to add more waters back into your stuff and structure it. If you have reverse osmosis.
So it would be if you had
some
reverse
Redmond salt and then structure.
No, structure then the salt.
Right.
So it's reverse osmosis, structure, then the salt.
And I have Black's Law Dictionary book. I don't really have it online, but yeah, it could be a little dicey online. And if you have toenail fungus, you have gut issues. Y'all, your gut controls a lot of your health. Okay. So when you have a gut that's full of processed food and sugar and all this kind of a stuff, coffee, this stuff lowers your, I actually have studies, coffee lowers your frequency. And the coffee that we're being served up today, if you're not really particular about your coffee, you're getting some messed up stuff. Yeah. But that stuff messes up your gut, and in return messes up your body functions and gives you fungus on your feet and your toenails.
I mean, you can, apple cider vinegar, I did a whole video on it.
tmhw.net. tmhw.net.
Yes. So you can soak your feet in apple cider vinegar and in warm water. You can do that. That would be helpful.
We did a video on that.
You need to address also what's going on.
Real problem.
So looking into, like a candida diet, a yeast-free diet, you can go online and give you the things. You want to stay away from anything like very high carbohydrate type things that feed it. So just to get you going. And sometimes a lot of people, you crave that sugar because you're feeding that yeast inside of you. And so that's what's causing the yellow toenails and fingernails and things like that.
Well water structured?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not.
It's in the earth.
I know, but it's not. It's been there for a while. You should structure it when it comes out again. Like if it came from a spring right there, that would be structured more. But well water really isn't. So Shauna says, do probiotics help gut health? Now it depends what's going on. The cheapest and best way for you guys to get probiotics, or meaning pro is like, a biotic, it's like pro-life or for life, is to make your own. It's so cheap. I did a fermenting book. I mean, you guys, if you have friends that are wanting to learn how to make live foods and get healthier, you should be all getting my book for maybe a present for your friends or yourself. I have tons of recipes on how to make fermented foods. Making fermented foods are so simple and easy. You will save so much money and you will get a whole lot more out of it. And you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. Because when you buy a probiotic in a bottle, who knows how long it's been sitting around? We didn't really know where it came from unless you do a lot of research on the company and you're getting it from a good reputable company. And you're only going to get a few little strains. Sometimes it might be a couple, two or three. But if you make a ferment and you put a bunch of stuff in there, like maybe I put some garlic in it, I put some onions in it, and I put some carrots in it, and I put some cauliflower, and I put some peppers in there. I mean, whatever you're going to put in there, I'm going to get a whole bunch of good bacteria from all those vegetables. So I'm going to get a wide array of them. So you're going to get a lot more from what you're making. I'm putting my good Redmond salt on there, and I'm letting it it's going to wild ferment. And it's just going to hang out for a couple weeks. And then I'm doing it myself, and I'm getting the bacteria from around where I live, which is native to me. I'm not getting it from California if I'm living in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So all that makes a difference. Then I'm putting my energy and my process into it because I'm making it myself. So it's much more powerful. And then once you make it, like you can make it, it's easy. If I just went to the store or I went to the farmer's market, I grew it myself, or however, if you grow it in the summertime, it's going to last all throughout the year until you probably grow it again. Or if you get a chance to get something on sale, some organic produce, or if you got it at the farmer's market, go ahead and make a ferment. Eat some fresh, make a ferment, and then you'll always have it. Keep it in the door of your refrigerator. It will last a very long time, and it's like a condiment, so you're going to have it. And then that way you're getting beautiful probiotics that will help, that you can use. Like you can make, like in my recipe book, I have recipes for ketchup and mustard. People don't realize those are fermented and they taste incredible. Using them on your sandwiches and your hamburgers. So there's a type of fermented food. If I make some vegetables like cauliflower and carrots and onions, that might be another one. You might put that on if you have breakfast with your eggs, you might want to have that. I can make sauerkraut if I want to put it on a sandwich or put it on top of my chili. Or I make homemade kombucha. That's a drink. You can have a drink with your meal. So this way I'm adding different types of ferments throughout the day, and I'm getting the probiotics, pro-life, things to help make my happy bacteria, my gut be good, to help beat up the bad bacteria, because too many of us have too many bad bacteria.
You're eating all processed food. That's a huge problem. Just the stores are only 100 years old. Hold on, I just was trying to show you about Carmen.
Oh, how's Carmen doing?
Right here. Where is it? Now you done flicked it off.
There she is.
While I'm recovering from my surgery. Everybody say a prayer for Carmen tonight, please, too. She's a friend of ours, trying to get my body functions back. It's okay to use maple syrup in my tea. In your chocolate tea, for sure.
Yeah, Carmen, we're
not talking about sugar. We're like, maple syrup or honey. Well, we're talking about white sugar. That's why they call it the white devil. Okay? So white flour, white sugar, all this stuff is bad news. That's why your doctor tells you not to eat salt, because it's actually not even salt. It's just the one chemical out of the whole mineral base of actual salt.
So Kelly has a very, very good point. So thank you for bringing it up, Kelly. She says, why do ferments mess with my gut? So what happens is, it's very important when you eat a ferment, you don't want to eat a ton of it. When you first eat it, it kind of has, like it's a little sour tasting. It tastes a little pickly. So what's happening is when you eat a ferment, a lot of times it gets in your gut, and maybe the good bacteria is kind of beating up and eating up the bad bacteria. So if you have a lot of bad bacteria in your gut and you're eating too much at the time, it may cause you a little gas and bloating. So my suggestion, always start small. So if you have a jar of sauerkraut, maybe you try a teaspoon of it. Eat that for a while. And then if it doesn't bother you, good. If you're starting to feel okay, maybe go up to, 2 teaspoons and then go. I wouldn't do more than a couple tablespoons with a serving. That's really all you need. Same thing with kombucha. If you have, you see the big bottles of kombucha that you buy at the store, maybe when you first start, maybe a quarter of the bottle will be fine for you, because you're putting it in all those probiotics. And if you get too many of them, if you get too bloated, that means you had too much. And then once you get used to it and you're building up your gut with good bacteria, then that shouldn't happen. Okay. So a lot of people I do know will say, oh, I can't do that stuff. And then they don't touch it anymore, when actually it's going to be helpful for them. But if you get too much, it will cause some gas and bloating. So just don't do so much.
The ounces on what, Marilyn? It's 2 ounces on the pearl powder. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, keep going. Stevia, get Trader Joe's liquid stevia. So that, or grow your own, you guys. It's so easy to grow the green stevia. The green stevia, it's just a beautiful plant. It grows very nice. It likes very hot weather. But once you grow it, you can just break the branches off, let them dry, dehydrate them, crumble them up. If you have a mortar and pestle, you can just keep them crumbled just like a loose leaf tea and put them in your tea blends. Or you can turn it into a powder if you had a mortar and pestle, and then put it in a jar. It lasts many, 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 many years. It has a long shelf life of the green stevia, and add it to your drinks. But I really, honestly, with the stevia, only kind I would do now, I really do like the powder, the green stevia. You can't trust the other stuff.
So all of our teas are different ounces. All you have to do is click the picture of the tea, and it'll take you to a little thing that has a little description. Like our matcha, excuse me, our matcha tea is 1 ounce, and it comes in a glass jar. And then so other teas are 2 ounces, other teas are 4 ounces. So it just depends. Rest and digest is really good for your immune system and for your urinary tract and your health. Not urinary tract.
Rest and digest. That's good to help you relax and also help with your digestion.
Yeah.
So at night, it's something nice to have because it'll help you relax, and it'll help, after you had a big meal, like if you ate a lot of food.
Yeah, like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, Heidi loves the new chocolate mint tea.
Oh, it's so good. Raw Optics, RA Optics. That's where we got these glasses. These are the nighttime glasses.
Hallelujah.
And the reason why we wear them is for the blue screens blue light that's coming off of our screens, and LED lights and everything else. And we use them when we're on the computer.
Where do we get green stevia? So you can buy the seeds. You can do that. And I know a lot of the box stores, or a lot of places do sell it. If you go to any nurseries, they may have it. Big and small, I've seen it. There's more of a call for them. So you do find it more at a lot of the stores, and then you can get it. I do know if you are buying the seeds, and I'm pretty sure, does So Right Seeds have stevia?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you can go on our link, So Right Seeds.
Offgoodwithdougandstacy.com. Hit the shop tab.
Yeah. And then if you do grow it and you're going to plant it, plant a lot more seeds than you normally would plant other things, because the germination rate when you do grow them from scratch is lower than probably a lot of different seeds.
You guys can
but you only need a couple plants to grow, but you will need to plant more. Get
the fermenting book here. Stacy wrote a fermenting book with lots of recipes. It's the offgoodwithdougandstacy.com website. We don't have that at the Missouri Tea Company. That's a separate thing where we just sell teas and candles and stuff. If you want to get any books that she wrote, then you can check out offgoodwithdougandstacy.com and hit the shop tab.
All right. So William know about onion, garlic, and honey for sinus and congestion help? Yeah, like onions are really good at breaking up mucus. So you could put some, here's just something quick, because a lot of times they're like, I didn't do my honey garlic, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that, because usually you need to let it kind of sit and ferment for a couple months. But if you're in a pinch, you could get some onions, put them in, slice up some onions, put them in some raw honey. Make sure it's covered up, stir it up every day. Make sure it gets covered, because you don't want to leave the onions exposed to air, because you don't want them to mold on top. Stir them, and if you just even did it overnight, so with the onions in the honey overnight, and it's going to get much more liquidy, then the next day, let's say you're having a cough or kind of mucusy, you can just put your spoon in there and just take a spoonful of it, and that's going to be a really good cough medicine, or just to help break the mucus up and just kind of help too. As well as we talk about, I have a remedy book too, talk about how to make onion poultices, where you can even put it if someone is suffering from bronchitis. Just a simple home remedy would just be, put some oil, coconut oil or olive oil on the chest, get some onions, cut them up, heat them in a pan so they kind of get soft, translucent, and then you put it over the oil and then just wrap your chest a little bit, and then that way it's going to help break up the mucus.
Honey and garlic ferment does not go bad. It lasts forever. The longer it sits, the better and more powerful it gets.
It just gets darker.
Yep.
It'll get almost like black. All right, so Crabman wants to know, how do I get past my sugar detox withdrawal? What helps? I would be doing a lot of vitamin C. And actually, I'm going to tell you guys, and people are like, oh my gosh, it costs so much money. But if you think about when you buy supplements, and let's say for a month's supply, it's $30 or something like that. Dr. Cowan has this liposomal vitamin C that is the best vitamin C, I think, out anywhere. It's in a pump, it's liquid. The way it's extracted, how it's made, everything is just amazing about it. And it's the most potent, powerful one. Like, if I feel one down or sick, I'll just make sure I do it. It's just amazing what it can do. You just put 3 pumps in some water and you drink it. It's $120, I think, but you're getting it. It's like for, was it $100? It's like 4 months worth. So basically it's the same amount as any type of supplementation. And it is the best one out there, the most powerful. You're going to get the most bang for your buck. It's the most readily absorbed into the body. I highly, I love the stuff. But if you go to Dr. Tom Cowan on our Off Grid with Doug and Stacy page and look for the liposomal vitamin C, it's in liquid form. Your body just knows exactly what it is because it's coming from the food source itself. It's in a liquid. Your body can absorb it very well, and it's incredible. Love the stuff.
And yes, we ship to Sweden. All right. We'll try to make these live shows a little shorter, y'all. The bottom line is the rumors are true. We did move from the homestead. We were building a new one, and it has a lot of exciting adventures ahead, and we hope you guys will be there with us.
Yes. And then I just see a lot of people having sugar addictions.
Yeah, that's why they put it. What was it? The pioneers used to have, like, I'm just going to use crazy numbers. This is not legit 100, but I'm just giving you an example. The pioneers used to consume about 2 pounds of sugar a year, and now the average American consumes like about 150. And they put it in everything because it's very addictive to your body, and plus it keeps you sick, and so that's why they love it so.
So what helped me, when I was having some major health issues many years ago, to get off the sugar, because you can have detoxing effects when you are going through it. Vitamin C is very, very helpful. Vitamin C is very helpful if you're going to get sick, or you're not feeling well, or you're having UTIs. I mean, it's just an incredible source. I mean, very powerful, because we can't really produce it ourselves. You have to get it from something else. So dry, like medjool dates, figs and dates. That was a thing that helped me. And even now, if I wanted something sweet to eat, those are what I always go to. Medjool dates are incredible. Figs are incredible. They're loaded in nutrition, because most of us are starving. Most of us need nutrition. We're just eating junk foods, or foods that don't have any nutrition in it because the soil's been or we get it from the store and it's traveled so far, it's lost a lot of its nutrition. That's why we talk about eating local. The closer you are to the home, it didn't travel that far, it's going to keep more nutrition. So maybe switch over to that. Blackstrap molasses, it's very nutrient dense. Maybe having a spoonful of that, just eating a spoonful of it. It actually, if you're trying to kick the sugar, these little things will start to be sweeter and sweeter. But that really kind of helped me a lot. So maybe look into that. You know, you don't want to deny yourself totally, but we do need to. And once just know that part where you're feeling icky, lethargic, tired, maybe headaches, maybe your skin's breaking out, that's just going to be short-lived. It's going to go away and you're going to start to feel better. So just know that. Look ahead of it. Don't focus on the bad part of it. Focus on what's going to be happening as you're feeling better. And if you focus and you see the end of at the finish line, you know you can do it.
So we're excited to share these new adventures with you guys that'll be coming up. Let me get my fence done and get the sheep moved in, and then I'll start our regularly scheduled programming. Even if you watch shows on TV, they always take a couple months off in between the, what is it, episodes or
what are you talking about? The season finale.
The seasons, yeah, the seasons. So we're just taking a little break from the seasons. We do enjoy our Monday nights with you guys, and you know, thanks for all the love and support too. Okay. And if you guys got any questions and you're watching the replay, just leave them in the comment section. We like to circle back around and try to catch them there. See you there. He got his tickets to the Homesteading Life Conference with the camping spots. We're really looking forward to it, guys. We're going to have a bang-up show this year. homesteadinglifeconference.com. Get your tickets. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You can come see Doug and Stacy in person, and we'll answer your questions. We're very accessible. We do not hide in rooms or have security guards walking around us, and we're down to earth, and we love chatting with you guys. Okay, and it's going to be a really good time. We have some great speakers lined up. I'll be working on the website this month, and it should be put together pretty quick. And Dr. Cowan will be there. Dr. Wolf's son will be there.
So, yeah.
And we have some other great speakers as well. Tia Murphy from Tia Murphy Holistic Wellness will be there, and you guys can talk to her about structuring water and units and, you know, all that stuff, right? So we look forward to seeing you guys there. And just remember, the most capable hand
is at the end of your wrist.
That's right. And don't count on anyone to come and save you. You should be just thinking how you can do this yourself. And Stacy and I have tried to be good examples for you guys on taking care of yourself, growing your own food, and, you know, kind of living off of, you know, getting out of the matrix. Okay. That's for sure. And just to participate in the matrix when you want to, not to feel like you're stuck into it or that you have to, but just to participate when you want to. All right. We'll see you guys on the next video.
See you guys.